Boys of here back in today. The best value pick in every single round of your fantasy football league. We're talking about sleeper, underdog, ESPN, doesn't matter, redraft or not. I'm going to go through and break down what I've been seeing. Every single round, I'm going to give you at least one name, some even more than one name, for the best value picks at every single round in fantasy football. Now go join the Discord link down below. There's an NFL fantasy chat where you can ask me any fantasy football questions you have, and I'll give you the best advice out there. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me. I've made tons of people a lot of happy campers. Fantasy football, in different sports video games. Trust me, I know what I'm doing, all right? Now, we're going to start off, obviously, with round number one. Round one, there's a lot of very good values. Specifically, if you're pick number 8, congrats. You have the best value pick in round one, without even a doubt. I mean, round 8, there's only 8 guys in this tier, and then it falls off, in my opinion. We got the top 8. Does Bijan Robinson deserve to be in here? I wouldn't be very happy getting him number 8, but it is a pick you're going to have to make. But beyond that, you're probably going to be getting Justin Jefferson at pick number 8. We can see on Sleeper, he is going earlier at the 1-4, but in underdog and redraft, he's around that 1-8 value. So Justin Jefferson, guys, the thing I like about Justin Jefferson, right? He is the best receiver in the league. Like, talent-wise, this guy is up there. Ja'Marr Chase, yes, he can have maybe a higher ceiling because his quarterback actually has a working arm. But, you know, if we look at what Justin Jefferson did last season, he essentially is quarterback proof, and he proved that last season. Look at these weeks. I'm seeing 20-plus point weeks a lot of the time, and he didn't necessarily need Kirk Cousins to make that happen, which is why now that he has Sam Darnold, yeah, I mean, it's not ideal, but I'm not that worried, and getting him at number 8 in the fantasy football draft is a very, very good value pick. Heading on to round 2. So that was the only guy in round 1 I wanted to mention. I mean, obviously, if you're getting a Amon-Ra at the number 7, that's a great pick as well. Breece Hall at the 1-8, that's a good pick, especially a sleeper. In sleeper, running backs actually are pushed up the draft board. So Breece Hall being at the 1-8 does surprise me. I do think that that's way too low for him. I take him in the top 6 personally, especially on sleeper. But heading into round 2, the best values that I see are Jonathan Taylor and Jahmyr Gibbs, and even Saquon Barkley. Now, Jahmyr Gibbs, the reason I'm not mentioning him, I don't think Jahmyr Gibbs you're going to be able to get in the second round. Obviously, it says that on ESPN redraft leagues, he's going at the 2-2. I haven't been seeing much Jahmyr Gibbs falling into the second round. Usually we see A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, and then pretty much it's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs heading off that final pick off of the first round. So that's why I'm not mentioning him, but really Jonathan Taylor and Saquon Barkley. The thing I like about Jonathan Taylor, guys, this guy is the true number 1 on his team. The Colts are supposed to be a better offense this year with Anthony Richardson. Obviously, people say Anthony Richardson is going to take away from his rushing upside. Honestly, I think it's the opposite. He's going to, the defense is going to have to be alert. When he's handing it off to JT, he can just pull it and run himself. So it keeps defenses alert. I think it's going to open up holes for Jonathan Taylor. And if we look at his stats, obviously last season there was the injury. Am I concerned? Not really. I'm trying to pull up his projections in PPR and see what he did last season. Last season, let's take a look. Good. Very, very good. Double digits every single week, but he was healthy. That's what you like to see. He's going to get all of the red zone work. I mean, he's not even touchdown dependent because he'll get the receptions. But this is a very, very good running back. And you're getting him in the second round. Early second round, but second round. And I like it. I mean, who's his backup? Trey Sermon? Pretty easy. Saquon Barkley. Now, it's saying he's going at the 112 at the 110. I have seen him actually falling to the second round in a lot of redraft leagues. That's why he's here. I've seen Jahmyr Gibbs going above Saquon Barkley in all the different leagues I've been doing, which is a lot of underdog leagues as well. But Saquon Barkley, guys, you know, obviously coming from a trash team to a team that they play like trash to end the year, but a team that's expected to do good things. If we look at his stats, I mean, a lot of volatility with the New York Giants. I think he is going to be a guy that gets a lot of receptions and work in the receiving game. I think the Eagles are going to benefit from a Kellen Moore coaching staff. And Saquon Barkley is going to get a lot of red zone work. Is the tush push going to be as effective without Jason Kelce following retirement? I don't know, but I think that opens up some red zone opportunities and touchdowns for Saquon Barkley. Running behind the best offensive line of his career, and it's not even close. I like him as a value in the second round. Round 3, there definitely is some good values here. I'm going to start looking these guys up by name. First value, I mean, round 3, guys, Sam Laporta. This guy is going at the middle or late end of round number 3. That is crazy to me, just because of he was the best rookie tight end like ever. So I think that, we've seen Travis Kelce go round 1, round 2 in the past, and now we're seeing these nice, good-looking tight ends, tight end ones, be going later on in the draft. Looking at his stats, man, this is a guy that can win you your league. You'll have a positional advantage all year long. This guy had double digits. Looks like a majority of the time it was double digits. Vegas has the Lions as, I think, the second most highest ranked offense, or maybe even highest. So they expect to score a lot of points. He'll have a lot of usage in the red zone. This guy's going to be a league winner, ranked around ADP of like 36, 37. Higher than that, honestly. If you get Sam Laporta in round 3, you're off to a really, really good start. And then you can just kind of relax on tight end. There's a lot of tight end values later on, like Dalton Schultz, Pat Freiermuth, guys that can potentially also help you win your league. So I really think, if you get Laporta, you're looking good. Another round 3 guy. This is our second one. This is our first time we have, I guess not. We had 2 names in round number 2 as well. But Isaiah Pacheco. ESPN, he's moving up draft boards, it says, heading in round number 2. But sleeper and underdog round 3. I think if you get Isaiah Pacheco in round 3 of your fantasy draft, be a very happy camper. The reason is he's in the, what is always the best offense in the league of the Chiefs. We know they're going to move the ball downfield. And how are they going to do it? Well, their backup running back is Clyde Edwards-Helaire, trash. Carson Steele, whatever his name is, he actually has been looking good. Does have me a little bit worried. But, we know that Pacheco is going to be the workhorse running back. Going to get all of the goal line work, and he was averaging 20-plus points a game. Look at that. Look at the upward trend. This guy was breaking his projections almost every single week to end out the year. And I'm excited to see what he does as the true workhorse one again. Now that he's kind of established, I think he's going to have a breakout year, and he'll be going in the top 15 picks next season in fantasy football. Hot take. Round number 4. Best values here are going to be Kenneth Walker, I think. Now, Kenneth Walker's not really a guy I'm super high on, but considering he's going almost in round 5 and on underdog round 6, he's a guy that we kind of have to mention and talk about. Kenneth Walker, he's kind of just, the Seahawks offense is going to be pretty solid. Geno Smith, not really exciting, but the receiving core is kind of exciting. And Geno Smith, he will be able to move the ball downfield. I liked what I saw from Kenneth Walker in some of the PPR games last season. Kind of a downward trend. Started off hot and then kind of was volatile. The thing I am liking, though, is that there was some positive buzz that he'd be a 3-down workhorse running back this season. People kind of devalued him, and the reason he's so low, people are high on Zach Charbonnet. People were high on Charbonnet last year, but he didn't do anything. So as long as Walker stays healthy, I think you're getting a pretty solid value. Another round 4 value, and if you get this guy in round 4, congrats. Cooper Kupp. Now, on underdog, you don't have a chance in hell. It's not a redraft style. You're not getting him in round 4. He's going round 2. I don't know why he's going round 2. Like specifically early round 2, you're out of your mind. But round 4 on a redraft league for Cooper Kupp is very good. Obviously, he had the injuries and the big regression in his last 2 years. Honestly, haven't been great. But besides that, this is the guy that triple crown winner in round 4. Thank you very much. I like Cooper Kupp in round 4 a lot. Round number 5, we have a guy, T. Higgins. Again, T. Higgins is like the final pick in round 5. So really round 6. But T. Higgins is a guy where if Jamar Chase goes down, T. Higgins is the number 1. And even if Chase is healthy. Now, obviously, last year we had no quarterback. And I think T. Higgins honestly performed decent considering everything granted. But I do think with Joe Burrow being healthy, hopefully, obviously he has the wrist injury. Look at this. T. Higgins was smashing it last season over his projections. And that is something you definitely like to see considering all factors in his situation. There was obviously down weeks. He did have a bit of a lower floor earlier on in the season. Did miss some time, missed some games. But really, he ended off the season pretty strong with 22, 25, and then a misclick right here. But I do think T. Higgins, with Joe Burrow, Tyler Boyd's gone. Don't forget that. Tyler Boyd's gone. The number 3 is now Andrei Iazavisis or Jermaine Burton. T. Higgins, he's going to get an increased target share, and he's going to get a lot of red zone touchdowns, I think. So T. Higgins, breakout again in 2024. Another round 5 pick, and a guy that I don't even know how he's going in round 5, is Trey McBride. Trey McBride could potentially be the tight end 1 this year. He's up there with Sam Laporta. So with that said, guys, I'm showing you, he's going early round 5, late round 4. Even if you're getting him in the end of round 4, I think it's a great value there as well. This guy can be a league winner. Travis Kelce's moving down draft boards. I do like, as Travis Kelce goes down, he's a good value as well. But I think that Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to help open up the field for Trey McBride. And Trey McBride had a lot of double-digit point weeks last season. Again, you're getting a very good positional advantage pretty late in the draft now that we're in round 5. Round 6, and this is a late round 6 type pick, is Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram, he caught 2 touchdowns in one drive. Yeah. He caught 2 touchdowns in the final preseason game for the Jaguars. That's exciting. And we saw he has the potential to have those boom weeks. And the reason I like him is because you can really probably get him in round 7 if you wanted. He has been kind of a guy that's been, look at this, round 7 in sleeper, round 7 in underdog, ESPN. He has been apparently round 5. I haven't seen him go that early, but he has been falling, it says. So, okay. I do think Evan Ingram's going to have a really good year. Obviously, Christian Kirk's the wide receiver 1. Calvin Ridley's gone. More targets, I like Evan Ingram. Tank Dell. I haven't seen Tank Dell going in round number 6, but ESPN, apparently you can scoop him up there. Sleeper, round 5. I mean, even that, middle of round 5 for Tank Dell is going to be something you want to take a look at. Obviously, it seems like from the preseason usage that Tank Dell is the one that might not be on there for the 2 receiver sets. Looks like it's going to be Nico Collins for sure. And then probably Diggs and Dell will kind of rotate in and out of that role. But what he was doing last season, guys, is really, really, really nice. A lot of boom weeks above 20 points. And this is a guy where you're going to have some volatility. I'm a little worried about what his floor is going to be. What if he has some weeks where it's like 6 or 7 points? That would kind of hurt, considering he's the 3rd man, it seems like. But he could honestly establish himself as the wide receiver 1. His size is also a concern. He's kind of an outlier. We've never seen a receiver at this size be good in the NFL and stay healthy. So he would be a true outlier. Has me a bit worried. So round 6, good value though. Another good value in round 6 is Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, him and Deshaun Watson kind of built up a bit of a rapport. Health is a bit of a concern, but really, what we saw this guy do last season, 51 points to end out the year. Look at it. Kind of an upward climb to end the season, and that's a good trend. I think we're going to see an increase in quarterback play from Deshaun Watson this season. Deshaun Watson, obviously, his rookie year was insane. And then with the allegations and then not playing great when he came back, I think it's about time we see a rebound season over there in Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy is going to help take some pressure off Cooper as well. So I like Amari Cooper round 6, round 7. Now, speaking of round 7, if you can get this guy in round 7, guys, your league mates are selling. Rashee Rice, going in the late round 7 in sleeper. Underdog, you ain't getting him. And then ESPN, round 7, early round 7. Now, obviously, this guy might be going to prison. Let's just put that out there. But probably not. Probably not. And this guy had a really, really good rookie campaign. He had, I think, 7 touchdowns and like 950 yards or something like that as a rookie. And you can see he had fantasy production as well to end the season. Now, he doesn't really run deep routes. Keep that in mind. They have Marquise Brown. They have Xavier Worthy to stretch the field. Rashi? I'm calling him Rashi. No, I'm calling him Rashee. This guy was really the guy that, almost like Travis Kelce, because Travis Kelce is now washed. Rashee Rice would run those 10-yard routes, and then really what he can do after catching the ball kind of separates him apart from other guys. So I do think that he's going to get a heavy workload, specifically in PPR, and he has a really, really nice floor. You can see from week 5 on, his lowest performance was 8 points. Really safe floor, and I think he's going to do a lot of good things, for that Kansas City Chiefs team. Up next is round number 8 is going to be Jordan Addison. I mean, we could start making a prison league if we really wanted to right here. ESPN is going at the 10-10. Yeah, I don't think that's accurate. I don't think you're going to get him around 10. Let me just tell you that right now. Sleeper, end of round 7. Underdog, beginning of round 8. Jordan Addison, again, trash quarterback play with Sam Darnold. He hasn't really shown us that he's quarterback proof like Justin Jefferson. You can see we had a lot of volatility last season. Now, this is in standard. We go to PPR, maybe it's a bit better for the floor. Not really. 1 point, 4 points. I mean, this guy can lose you your week if you start him and he plays like trash, and then he'll pop off for 29. So I kind of want to see if he can be relevant with Sam Darnold as a quarterback. We are expecting probably a 3-game suspension at some point for Jordan Addison. Might not come to 2025. Even if it's a 3-game suspension this year, I still think there's a good value for him this time by. He's the clear wide receiver 2 on that Minnesota offense. And then round 9, we have 2 guys. Brian Thomas Jr., we already kind of mentioned that with not Brian Robinson, Brian Thomas at the bottom. If you can get him around 11 on ESPN, that's great. I think that's wrong. Sleeper, round 9, I like that a lot as well. Underdog, he is going a lot earlier just for the upside. He's going to be a really good target for Trevor Lawrence. In the preseason games, he saw like 1 reception in 2 straight games. That was 40+ yards. So he's been stretching the field, getting deep throws. That's 5 points in 1 drive that he's been getting in 2 back-to-back preseason games. So kind of some positive usage there. And then the last guy that we're going to be talking about in this video. Now, I can keep going in the later rounds of this too, but at that point, I'm just going to make a sleeper video. If you want to see me make a sleeper video, comment that down below. Jonathan Brooks, round 9, really good value right here. Already mentioned him in the other previous, top 10 running backs to be drafting for breakout years. Go check that video out if you haven't already. But Brooks lands in Carolina. It's a wide open backfield. Chuba Hubbard. If you draft Jonathan Brooks, take Chuba Hubbard in round like 15. I mean, Chuba Hubbard's value is very good as well this year. But Jonathan Brooks should probably be coming back around week 3 to week 5, somewhere in that range, and he'll be the workhorse. He'll be the running back 1. Trash offense, but this guy he'll have the volume to make it worth your while. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Those were the best value picks at every single round of your NFL draft, NFL fantasy football draft. Comment down below who you guys think are the best values. Join the Discord, ask me some questions. Peace out. Thanks for watching.